In 2001, Wizards of the Coast released a new limited run box set. That would be this one. This is the Deckmasters Garfield vs. Finkel box set, and besides just coming in this really nifty metal box, had a lot of other nifty things in it. Let's take a look. Released in December of 2001, Deckmasters Garfield vs. Finkel, also known simply as Deckmasters 2001, was a box set consisting of two 62-card pre-constructed decks, including 2 foils apiece, a pair of 20-sided spin-down life counters featuring the Deckmaster D as the 20, a full-color booklet containing deck lists, analysis, and behind-the-scenes stories and biographies for both game creator Richard Garfield and famed Magic the Gathering pro John Finkel. Also, a 10-inch by 14-inch poster of a Lagoif fighting a Goblin Mutant was included. All of this was contained in a metal latching case that itself is designed to hold more than 700 sleeved cards, or 11 60-card Magic decks. But there's even more to it than just the contents. The 2 decks the box set included were special, as they were the 2 very same decks that Garfield and Finkel would play against one another roughly a month after the box set's release. In that best-of-3 match, Game 1 was close, with Garfield losing to Finkel due mostly to the game's progenitor making a number of mistakes based on rules that had changed since he had invented the game some 8 or more years earlier.
Shouldn't we be playing by the rules I wrote, though?
Oh! Richard's being a very good sport about the whole thing.
Game 2 was not nearly as close. After playing his first 2 lands, Garfield became mono-screwed. Finkel easily finished him off with a Balduvian Horde, winning the match 2-0.
7 life left for Garfield. Richard finally finds a land, but land number 3 seems a little late. Yep.
Tap your guy.
Icy Manipulator, tap your blocker. There it is. John Finkel wins the Deckmasters Showdown. John Finkel, the master, has beaten the creator.
Now, what was in each deck? Well, as they were designed by their respective player independent of one another, they were strikingly different. In addition to normal deck building rules, the gentlemen also had a few other guidelines to stick to. Number 1. The cards in their deck can only be comprised of those found in the set's Ice Age and Alliances. Number 2. No more than 4 rare cards can be included in each deck. Number 3. No more than 2 copies of any one card can be included, save for basic lands. Number 4. Color hosers, such as Justice and Suffocation, could not be used. And number 5. Wizards of the Coast's reprint policy must be taken into account, which means no use of non-reprintable cards such as Aegis of the Meek or Feldegriff. Richard Garfield wound up creating a red-green deck. The idea is to play creatures as fast as possible and use burn spells to clear the way so that they can get in some clean hits on the opponent. Furthermore, Garfield chose to use creatures with high toughness so that his opponent couldn't do the same to his own creatures. The deck consists of 12 mountains, 12 forests, and a Carplusian forest with a land base. The deck's 17 creatures consists of 2 each of Balduvian Bears, Folk of the Pines, Finhorn Elves, Giant Trapdoor Spider, Storm Shaman, Woolly Spider, Yavimaya Ants, and Yavimaya Ancients, with 1 each of Elvish Bard and Lagoif. There are also 7 artifacts, 2 each of Barb Sextant, Phyrexian Warbeast, and Walking Wall, as well as a single Elkin bottle. The deck's 8 instants are 2 each of Deathspark, Incinerate, and Giant Growth, along with 1 each of Shatter and Bounty of the Hunt. Finally, the deck's 5 sorceries consist of a pair of Lava Burst, along with 1 each of Hurricane, Pillage, and Yokelhops. 2 of those cards, Lagoif and 1 of the Incinerates, were printed in foil. John Finkel's black-red deck was constructed with efficient, hard-to-handle creatures complete with spot removal and card advantage. Featuring a 26-card land base consisting of 12 swamps, 12 mountains, and 1 each of Sulphurous Springs and Underground River, the deck also had 15 creatures, 2 each of Abyssal Spectre, Foul Familiar, Limdul's High Guard, Phantasmal Fiend, Goblin Mutant, Orcish Cannoneers, and Storm Shaman, along with a single Balduvian Horde. Finkel included 4 artifacts, 2 each of Icy Manipulator and Phyrexian Warbeast, along with 10 instants, 2 each of Contagion, Dark Ritual, Dark Banishing, Guerrilla Tactics, and Incinerate. 6 sorceries, 2 each of Soulburn, Lava Burst, and Pyroclasm, and a single enchantment, Necropotence. The Necropotence and one of the Icy Manipulators were foil. While the product name of Deckmasters, Garfield vs. Finkel, or Deckmasters 2001 if you prefer, implies that it was supposed to be a series, well, they only just made the one, and as far as I can tell, including conversations I've had with Wizards of the Coast, both current and former, it was always supposed to be just a one-off. Well, if you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Also, we have a tip jar on Patreon. If you want to support the channel monetarily, greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching.